Hi, this is Steve. Welcome back to Scale Model Kit Review. I'd like to take a moment to thank each and every one of you who watch my videos and those of you who subscribe to my channel. I really appreciate it. Had a lot of changes this year in 2020, and as you know, I've been just throwing the builds out there left and right, and most of the builds have been the Eaglemoss cars, and I've enjoyed those thoroughly. This video here is going to be issue 27 of the Eaglemoss Back to the Future Delorean. Now, this one right here, we just do a few steps on the chassis, but wow, this thing is really big. I didn't realize how big this car was until we've got the chassis pretty much built up right now. And look at the size of this thing. Okay, fully working suspension. I can give you guys a close-up of how the suspension still articulates. It's very limited because the springs are very solid, but this is a huge kit so far. So I look forward to continuing on with the DeLorean, as well as the James Bond Goldfinger DB5, the Aston Martin car. That's very cool too. And then the Nissan GTR R35. And lastly, the newest build that I've been doing for you all, dealing with Eaglemoss, is the Ghostbusters Ecto-1. So please support my channel, subscribe, and like the videos as much as you can. I want to try to get my channel out there. Now, I will come out with an update to my channel a little bit later on a separate video with that. So without further ado, let's get started on issue 27. Be right back. Welcome back. Here's the magazine for issue 27. And open it up to the table of contents. We have drive time, which is our building instructions for this kit, what the paper said, and a time traveler's guide. And we have a listing of all the parts that are included with this issue. If you haven't done so already, please head over to Eaglemoss and order your subscription today of the Back to the Future DeLorean. I put a link in the description below to get you there very fast, and don't wait. This is a massive car. Wonderful addition to you Back to the Future fans out there. Don't pass this up. And this time we add the horn and radiator fans to the DeLorean. We look back at some of the press reviews for Back to the Future in its release on July 3rd, 1985. So that's what this article is about. And lastly, Mr. Sandman, Bring Me a Dream, which was one of the hits of 1955, and I won't tell you who originally sang it, but it's in the article here. And then it shows us our next issue, which will be the Radiator. So with that, let's get started. Here's the parts that came with issue 27, and I'll go ahead and take these out of the bag and we'll get a closer look at them, and then we will assemble this issue. I'll be right back. Here's a close-up of the parts. We get a horn, we get two radiator fans, we get the horn bracket, we get the radiator back, and we get the radiator mounting brackets. The mounting brackets are metal, the rest are plastic. We get HP screws, GP screws, and NM screws. Step 1, we install the horn bracket to the horn. And the bracket has a tab on it there, and that's simply going to go down on top of it, just like that. And we will put our screw in, using a GP screw for that. And there it is. Next we install the horn to the chassis, and that's going to be installed on the front left side of the chassis. And you can see I put some little silver Sharpie marks on where it goes. You can see on the bottom here there is a locating tab. Locating tab goes on the outside, so it actually is going to mount just like that. We're going to install it with an NM screw. But first, to make it easier, I am going to go ahead and lubricate the hole, because we are putting a screw into metal. And we'll put that back on there, just like that. We'll put our NM screw in. And there it is. There's our horn. I'll be right back. Next we're going to mount our radiator brackets to the front. And these brackets are marked left and right. See, there's an R on that one. And there's a left for this one, an L. And they just simply go over the top with an alignment pin, and then we put our NM screw into that. I pre-greased the hole already. And got that first one in. And the next one lined up. And there we go. There's our radiator brackets. I will be right back. And our last step, which is step 5, is we mount the radiator fans. They simply will go over this side here like that. And they'll go inside like that. And we install HP screws for that. There's one. And number 2. And there's your radiator fans. And there you have it. That's all we install for issue 27. We installed the horn, the 2 radiator brackets, and we assembled the cooling fans. So with that, I'd like to thank everybody who subscribes to my channel. And if you don't subscribe, please subscribe, hit the bell, and hit the like if you would, please. Also, please subscribe to the Eaglemoss Back to the Future Delorean. I put a link in the description below to make it easy for you to head right over there and start your subscription today. It's been an awesome, fun build, and I'm looking forward to every step of the way. So stay tuned for issue 28 coming up soon. With that, happy modeling, everybody. Take care.